Found on a computer at a Jacksonville fire station might have been meant as a joke. However, the fire department and the police department are not laughing. They're investigating, trying to find out who did it and why. We have blurred the face of the firefighter pictured, and we're not releasing his name. We can tell you he was hired last year and had just been transferred to a fire station in northwest Jacksonville. He has an Arabic-sounding last name.
That picture shows him dressed in fake terrorist clothing with the words "jingle bombs." The firefighter says he was not offended by it, but others are, and now a full investigation is underway. Channel 4's Jim Piggott received a copy of the photo and has talked to the fire chief. Jim, any leads on who may have done it?
Well, at this point, if they do know, they're not saying. This is an active investigation. No, I talked to the fire chief early this morning. He had found out about it this weekend when we learned this as well. He says that their integrity unit is investigating as well as the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. According to sources in the fire department, this picture was found as a screensaver on a work computer used by several people at Station 18. No one from the station is talking on camera. In fact, when we showed up, they sent out a squawking noise and odd sounds from their loudspeaker. And then they closed the doors. But officials at headquarters are talking about it and taking it very seriously.
We have to be very careful because there are complexities that are attached to something like this, where we want to make sure that each and every component is thoroughly weighted. And so therefore, we're going to see how the investigation progresses before we can address whether or not there is an actual violation as it relates to our internal policies.
The firefighter picture told the union he's not offended and he wishes this were over. But others were offended by it, including a district fire chief.
I was appalled by it, to be perfectly honest.
Terrence Jones is with the Brotherhood of Firefighters, a group that has been involved with an ongoing lawsuit with the city, the fire department, and union, and says this shows not much has changed.
We have an anti-hazing policy. We have an anti-discriminatory policy. We have a policy that we go through classes to let us know what we can do and what we cannot do. We are at work. Now, even though the fire station seemed like home, but you're still at work.
The head of the fire union says it's hard to comment at this point since the investigation has just started.
If somebody takes offense to something, that's done at the station, obviously that's something that needs to be addressed. So, but I think you got to wait and vet it out, see, it's early on of what actually occurred, and you need to find out more of the facts before we make a determination on what really occurred.
But what's troubling to many is the fact that someone within the department was making fun of a terrorist situation, even though the person who was the butt of the joke was not offended. Others in the community say it's a problem and needs to be addressed now. Parvez Ahmed, who serves on the Jacksonville's Human Rights Commission, calls it Islamic phobia and says it's been happening more and more since the attacks in San Bernardino and Paris.
It is a kind of hate speech. It's a kind of way in which to intimidate somebody. It's a kind of microaggression to make them feel uncomfortable, to backlash on somebody. And it doesn't have to happen against a Muslim. It has taken place against people who are perceived to be Muslims.
The firefighter involved in this, he did not file a complaint, but this still is being investigated, a very active case, and in fact the Human Rights Commission may also take this up. That is one thing that Parvez Ahmed was saying, that he might bring this up as well. We're live downtown, Jim Piggott, Channel 4, the local station.